Spurs star LaMarcus Aldridge out indefinitely with heart condition. The San Antonio Spurs announced early Saturday afternoon that star forward LaMarcus Aldridge will be out indefinitely because of a minor heart arrhythmia. This marks the third time in the five-time All-Star power forward's career that he's been sidelined with a heart condition. The first came at the end of the 2006-07 season, his rookie season. At the time, Aldridge was diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, which, according to the Mayo Clinic's website, is a fairly rare condition that features an extra electric pathway between the upper and lower chambers of the heart that can cause a rapid heartbeat. He then missed 10 days during training camp in the 2011-12 season because of the same issue. A medical procedure called an ablation can correct the issue, and Aldridge had one each time and returned to the court. In this instance, however, it is unclear exactly what the condition is, or how long Aldridge will be out. The news came hours ahead of a pivotal showdown for Western Conference supremacy between the Spurs and Golden State Warriors in San Antonio Saturday night, though it would be hard for anyone to tell, given the number of star players for both teams sitting out. Golden State will be missing Kevin Durant, who remains out with a grade 2 MCL sprain and a tibial bone bruise in his left leg, while Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green and Iguodala are all being given the night off for rest by Warriors coach Steve Kerr. Meanwhile, Aldridge will be joined on the sideline by Kawhi Leonard, who is in the NBA's concussion protocol after getting hit in the head during Thursday's loss in Oklahoma City, Tony Parker, back stiffness, and Dejounte Murray, left groin soreness. The Warriors, who have lost 4 of their past 6 games, are just 1 game ahead of the Spurs in the loss column for the top seed in the Western Conference, and a loss to San Antonio either Saturday night or on March 29, a game also in San Antonio, and one that is also on a back-to-back, as Golden State plays in Houston the night before, will give the Spurs the tiebreaker in the season series after they blew out the Warriors on the opening night of the season in Oakland. The NBA's league office will undoubtedly be frustrated by the lack of bodies available for Saturday night's marquee showdown, which will be broadcast nationally on ABC. The league has placed a strong emphasis on these Saturday night games, loading them up with quality matchups to try to showcase the league to as wide an audience as possible on broadcast television. Instead, Saturday night's broadcast will likely be largely devoted to the topic of resting players, after Kerr decided to sit all of his healthy stars at the end of a brutal 2 weeks for the Warriors that saw them play 8 games in 8 different cities in 13 days. Flying from California to the East Coast and back again before playing Friday night in Minneapolis and Saturday in San Antonio. Golden State hasn't been shy in expressing its frustration with this stretch, which just so happens to coincide with both Durant getting hurt and Curry going 18 for 76 from three-point range. It's also likely the Warriors are trying to send a bit of a message to the NBA after having to play San Antonio on the second half of a back-to-back several times over the past few seasons. But while most of the players sitting out should be back relatively quickly, the long-term status for Aldridge could play a key role in determining how realistic San Antonio's chances of catching Golden State for the top seed in the West, and the combination of home court advantage throughout the playoffs and a far easier path through the Western Conference playoffs that go with it,